Mr. Gorgia?
Yes, Your Honor. The defense will call Alex Suppal.
Do you solemnly state that the testimony you may give in the cause now pending before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Please be seated. Please state your name for the record. Spell your first and last names.
Alexander Suppal, S-U-P-A-L-L, last name, first name, A-L-E-X-A-N-D-E-R.
Mr. Suppal, good morning. Let me
Morning.
provide you with some introductory instructions that I give to every witness in every case. The first of which is to please sit back and relax. The second of which is to speak loudly so we can hear you. And you may want to help out by just moving your chair a little bit closer to the mic. You don't have to bend down and speak right into the microphone. It's very sensitive, but you should speak loudly from a convenient and comfortable location. The third instruction is to answer questions yes or no if you're called upon to do that, rather than using slang. And the last instruction is to wait until you hear an entire question before you respond. In our daily lives, most of us are used to talking over each other, but in a courtroom it's important to hear only one person at one time, so do wait for that full question before you even start to answer it. Is that all okay?
Yes.
Thank you. This will be direct examination, Mr. Gorgia.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Where are you employed?
Los Angeles Police Department.
And what is your position at the Los Angeles Police Department?
I am a police surveillance specialist.
And how long have you worked for the LAPD?
11 years.
And can you tell us what a police surveillance specialist is?
We operate and maintain electronic surveillance equipment for the police department.
And in certain cases, you're actually asked to go to a scene of an incident and to see whether or not surveillance recording cameras actually exist, correct?
Correct.
And if they do, for you to retrieve the footage of that camera, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And what's the purpose of obtaining surveillance camera footage?
To capture any incidents that were recorded by digital video recorders.
Okay. So you would agree these surveillance camera footage can be very helpful in certain cases, correct?
Yes.
As you already testified, they in some cases they actually capture the incident at issue, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, directing your attention to June 25th of 2009, were you working on that day?
Yes.
Okay. And did you receive a call at which time you're assigned to go to 100 North Carrollwood?
I did not receive the call. Our office received the call.
And your office, is that the SID?
Yes, Scientific Investigation Division, Electronics Section.
Okay. So a call came in, and as a result of that call, you were asked to go to 100 North Carrollwood, correct?
Yes.
And what was the reason of you going to 100 North Carrollwood?
To assist with the possible retrieval of video. It came out that they weren't sure how to operate the system, so we wanted to come see if we could actually get some video from the system.
Okay, so at the time you received the call, the information was that there were security cameras at this location, correct?
Correct.
And you were asked to go and assist to see whether or not you can retrieve the footage from the cameras?
The operators were not sure how to play back video, so they asked our unit to come out and take a look at it.
Okay. And did you respond to the Carrollwood residents alone, or did you have somebody go with you?
Alone.
Do you recall what time you arrived to the Carrollwood residence?
Not the exact time. I believe it was sometime after 6 p.m.
Okay. If I were to tell you approximately 7:30, does that seem accurate?
Yes.
Okay. And when you first arrived to Carrollwood, do you recall who, if anybody else, was there?
There were several officers there. I do not recall exactly who.
Okay. And when you first got there, what did you do?
I checked in at the command post and waited for instructions. We had to wait to get permission to go through the gates.
Okay. And do you recall whether or not a Detective Martinez was there at 100 North Carrollwood when you arrived?
Yes, Detective Martinez was there.
Okay. And did you speak with him when you arrived to Carrollwood?
I believe I spoke with him during we were actually viewing the video. I spoke to Detective Martinez.
Okay. And prior to viewing any of the video, did any of the officers tell you what it is they were looking for specifically in the videos?
When I first got there, the video could not be played. The security staff weren't able to play it back, so we actually had to find the machine that actually recorded the video. So my initial task was to just find the machine.
Okay, so if I understand you correctly, there's one location or one area where there's a monitor that you were able to actually observe what was on the surveillance cameras?
Yes.
Okay, and that's the one where people were having problems in terms of playing it back?
Yes.
Okay, so you then proceeded to look for the actual hard drive where the footage is stored?
Yes.
Okay, and what is that hard drive called?
It's called a digital video recorder.
Okay. And were you able to find where that digital video recorder was?
Yes.
Did somebody direct you to where the DVR was?
No, I actually traced back the video line, and it went inside the house. So then from there, we got permission to go in the house, and we traced it down to the basement where we found the actual digital video recorder.
So the digital video recorder was in the basement of the house?
It was like 2 stories down behind the entertainment center or the theater.
Okay, and once you were able to locate the digital video recorder, what did you do next?
We had to then get a monitor because the monitor was actually up in the guard shack. So we went and got the monitor, came back down, and hooked the monitor up to the digital video recorder right in front of it.
Okay, so once you hooked up the monitor to the digital video recorder, at that time you were actually able to view the footage?
Yes.
Okay. And at that time, who was with you in the, I guess, basement area of the house?
That's when I was with Detective Martinez.
Okay. Was there anybody else with you?
There was a security guard from the house, and I'm not sure if there was anyone else.
Okay. And was the security guard Fahim Muhammad?
I don't know his name.
Okay. Can you describe what he looked like, please?
He was a tall African-American male. He was in the security shack when I got there.
Okay. So now when you start viewing the recordings, what, if any, footage was available to you in terms of how far back were you able to go on the DVR machine?
It was a machine with no CD burner, just had play and reverse. So we went back to the relative time that we thought Mr. Jackson got home and started to play from there. And soon after, we found the footage.
Okay, now the relative time. Who made that determination as to what the relative time was?
I don't remember exactly who. I just remember that they said, let's go back to a certain time and start looking from there, and that's what we did.
Okay, could it have been Detective Martinez? Because I believe you
It
said he
could
was the
have
only detective or officer with you at the time.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and so the determination was made that the relative time was when Mr. Jackson arrived home on June 25th?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if the relevant time period had been, for example, from June 24th to June 26th, would you have been able to then download footage related to that time period?
We would have been minute for minute. It's a minute for minute recording. So to record 24 hours worth of video would take literally 24 hours. So we could have done it, but it would have been a big effort.
Correct. The DVR, the digital video recorder, was capable of doing that, correct?
It was capable of playing back the video, yes.
Well, playing back to at least June 24th, correct?
I don't know if it was capable. We didn't go back to June 24th.
Okay. So how far back did you go?
We went back to a few minutes before the actual video that would be recorded started, because we had a general time frame as to when he came home, and we just went back a few minutes before that and started playing the video.
And you testified you arrived there at approximately 7:30 in the evening on June 25th, correct?
Yes.
Now, the DVR recording would have also recorded the events leading up to that time, correct? To 7:30 p.m. of June 25th?
Yes.
Okay. Your Honor, I have a disc here that I'd like marked as defense. I believe QQQ
Triple Quebec.
for identification. It's the 0001. And Your Honor, I'd like to play the footage contained on defense number QQQ.
How long?
It's only 7 minutes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Suppal, what's being displayed on the screen, do you recognize that?
Yes.
Okay, and is that the surveillance footage that was downloaded from the Carrollwood address?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Suppal. On the bottom left corner displayed on the screen, there's a 09/06/25. Can you tell us what that is?
That would be the date.
That'll be the date of this recording, correct?
That would be the date on the DVR. So the clock that's set on the DVR, that would be its date.
Okay. And to the far right, bottom right corner, there's a 005824. What is that?
That would be the time on the DVR.
Okay, so that would be 12:58.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Suppal, towards the end of that recording, it seemed as though the footage was on fast forward. Did you notice that?
Yes.
Okay, and can you explain what, if anything, that means?
This was a manually operated machine, so when we started the recording, we didn't stop it. So everything that we were viewing, we were recording. So I think at that point we wanted to see it again because we thought we might have missed something, so we just rewound it and played it again.
Okay, and again, as you previously testified, had you wanted additional footage, you just would have continued watching it, and that at the same time would have recorded it on a CD?
On a DVD, yes.
On a DVD. Thank you. Now, that particular footage that we just viewed, would it be fair to say that was from a camera from the inside of the property facing towards the front gate?
Possibly. I did not locate the cameras. We only looked at the footage on the DVR.
Okay, and as you sit here today, do you know how many cameras were at the 100 North Carrollwood residence?
I do not remember.
Okay. Your Honor, I have one more additional disc that I'd like marked as defense RRR.
Triple Romeo.
And this one is also approximately 7 minutes long. However, I will not be playing the whole thing. I would only be playing about a minute just for Mr. Suppal to view it. Yes.
Thank you.
I apologize. Approximately 4 minutes, Your Honor. Mr. Suppal, do you recognize that video?
Yes.
And was that part of the footage that you downloaded on June 25th from 100 North Carrollwood?
Yes.
And that appears to be from a camera that was placed on the outside of the residence, I believe on the keypad?
Yes.
Okay. Now, after June 25th of 09, did you ever go back to the 100 North Carrollwood residence to download additional footage?
No.
Okay. After June 25th, were you ever asked by anybody to go back and download additional footage?
No.
Thank you, Your Honor. No further questions.
Mr. Gorgian, thank you. This will be cross-examination. People?
No questions. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. May Mr. Suppal step down and be excused, Mr. Gorgian?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Walgren?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Suppal, I want to thank you for your testimony. So please don't discuss your testimony or the facts of the case with any other witnesses until we finish the trial. You may step down and leave.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Gorgian?
Your Honor, I was going to ask if we can break maybe 5 minutes early.
Okay.
Thank you.
May I see counsel for just a moment? The luncheon recess at this time. Please remember all the admonishments. I hope things warm up a little bit for your luncheon. Once again, my apologies. The staff are working on it. So we're going to be recessed till 1:30 this afternoon, at which time we'll resume. So thank you. Everybody have a nice lunch. We're in recess.